Hello, Chris. It is I, Garfield. You seem to be upset that your cat Allie had the guts, the audacity to get into your chair and spin around, or just sit in the chair. So you spun the chair and spun the chair in an attempt to make her vomit. Well, I am here to tell you that you should be thankful that you have a pet that is willing to move around, because I have not done any movement in my strips, or hardly any movement, for the past 30 years. You know, my creator, Jim Davis, has me in a rut where one week I squash spiders. One week I go out on a fence and I dance for a crowd of, everyone in the neighborhood. That includes hookers and, bums and, just vendors that come to watch my show, and they do nothing but insult me. And then the week after that, I'm stuck making comments about my owner John and how he's a closeted homosexual. But does John hear anything that I say? No, because my comments are nothing more than thoughts. The only person that knows what I am thinking is the reader. Do you know how frustrating that is for 30 years, knowing that John doesn't even know what I'm trying to tell him? I'm trying to improve his life. John is always pitching about the fact I'm single and I can't get any women. So you know what he does? He hits on my vet. And sometimes they go on a few dates, but it never works. It never works. So you should just be thankful that your cat moves around and is willing to interact with you. Because Jim Davis has ruined my character. Audiences used to love me. They would stick me on the inside of their cars, let me hold their coffee on a Sunday morning while they read me in the Sunday paper. But now they don't even do that. They don't even do that because most papers don't even have my comic strip anymore. Because it is just bland and, it's the same formula every week. It's repetitive. Audiences have rejected me. Just 3 panels. That's all I get. That's why I am here to tell audiences and you, Mr. Christopher, that I am willing to entertain you again. I want to entertain you, but Jim Davis keeps holding me down by recycling the same jokes. And why does he keep recycling the same jokes? Because he has interns write the jokes for him. And he feeds these interns with cat litter. And every time I go up to Mr. Jim Davis and I say to him, "Can I please have some cat food?" He says no. He says, "You had cat food yesterday." And I say, "What about lasagna?" He says, "No, you can't have lasagna." I just don't get anything anymore. So that is why I'm asking you, Chris, to please reconnect with your cat. Just let her sit in the chair and stare at her very intently, because you may hear some thoughts coming from her head. And you could use these thoughts to create a new strip, a new comic strip featuring your cat. And if these comments or these thoughts are even half as witty as anything that has been coming out of my strip recently, you'll do just fine. You'll be a runaway success. Oh, another thing. Using the word pussy in a cat joke is incredibly lazy. There seems to be a trend afoot where if there's a joke involving a cat, the punchline always has to be pussy. Would you find that punchline in my comic strip? No. Because I am Garfield, and I just repeat the same jokes 100 times. And because John gets no pussy in my comic strip. So that's why you would never find that punchline used in my strip. I've been trying to help him for years in this area, but he constantly rejects my help. He says, "You are drawn by Jim Davis. Why should I listen to you?" But I've been trying to help him for years and years and years. The key is to squash some spiders. And self-pity doesn't work. You see, John is always trying to act pitiful so that the ladies will take pity on him and sleep with him, but it doesn't work. You need no more evidence than what is written on my shirt. Why me? You think that's funny? Hell no, it's not. It's just pathetic. It's just very frustrating. I only wish I could move, because I never move in any of those strips. I just wish you would accept your cat and quit calling her a pussy.